All right. What stereotypes have you heard referring to Hispanics?
Well, I've heard quite a few. As with anything on the media, they like to give kernels of truth with a lot of misinterpretation and generalizations, because we hear a lot about, oh, Hispanics did this, Hispanics are crossing the border, but when you look into it, it's like, I've been a part of the Latino Student Union because I just want to see what it was about, and then I kind of found out it's like, you know, it's the same thing as like people from Indiana argue with people about Delaware, even though they're the same kind of people, but because one's from one, there's generalizations made, and the media does the same thing to Hispanics as a whole, because it's not, like, not everybody's Mexican, not everybody's Cuban, and everybody could be Costa Rican or some Panama or Belize, something, and they're just broadly generalized like pretty much everything else in the news, which leads to negative stereotyping.
All right. Do you believe that Hispanics are portrayed negatively in the news and the media?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody's portrayed negatively in the media, because, I mean, what do you do when you turn on the news? You turn on, oh, CNN, okay. Well, what is it? It's a constant negative drip. Whatever they're talking about, it's negative. And if it's positive, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to run on a little ticker. Okay, good job, somebody, you did something good. Okay, back to this fear, control, negative drip. So Hispanics, along with pretty much everything else, are portrayed negatively in the news.
All right. Where do you usually get your news?
Well, it depends on what type, because if it's something on the other side of the world, it's pretty hard to actually know. But I like alternative media sources, because if you look through those and you look through the mainstream sources, usually you can piece together enough of an idea to kind of formulate something where it's like, okay, well, something along these lines is going on, and it's not really over here. But I'm a big fan of, I get my news from real people, people who have what I want and have actually been there, because, like, if I wanted to know about, like, Ukraine, for example, I mean, there's some people we could find that are from Ukraine who would know a heck of a lot more than anything I'm ever going to read on a news outlet, because, I mean, it's not going to be watered down, it's going to be the real version, and it's just, like, I prefer to get my information from people who have actually seen it.
All right. What is your political affiliation?
I don't identify with any party in particular. I despise both sides equally. I don't favor one over the other, because I feel like what's going on is one side has, okay, we have this set of things that we're going to do regardless of what anybody thinks, and the other side is exactly the same thing but worded slightly different, and then they just argue about it all the time when the real answer is on neither extreme, and it's most likely somewhere in the middle. And it's just like, I don't understand why it matters what party somebody is. It's like, does their idea make sense? Yes or no? Okay, well, it makes sense, let's do it. I don't understand why it makes a big deal if 52 or 54 Republicans support it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. What makes sense is it a good idea? Yeah. Will it benefit us? Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Thank you.